Hey Forza heads, in this video I'm going to show you the best cars you should be using in this week's daily races, which is the Sport Compact in C-Class. We've got the new 2022 Mazda MX5 RF, which I'm going to share a race of in the week hopefully. But this is going through basically, we've got about 8 tunes I think. We're going to do a quick lap in each of them. I mean, we're around Yas Marine at the moment, it's only a minute long, and then it's going to kick us out because it dashboarded me, and we're going to jump into the lobby at Brands Hatch and test the rest of the cars out there quickly on the lap. So it's not going to take too long. I'm going to show you what these cars are. So at the moment here we've got the S2000. All of these cars are on stock tyres at the moment, because I thought I'd try out stock tyres and C-classes in update 16 I think it was. There was definitely a buff for the sport tyres, as we've seen them change to these longer race styles of the 20-minute lobbies. So I do believe the sport tyres are probably about the same sort of speed generally as medium tyres, rather than even hard tyres. So just bear that in mind when you're building your cars. But obviously in the lower classes you don't need as much handling. So this is the S2000. It's running 350 horsepower, 276 foot-pounds of torque, 3389 for weight, and 103 for power to weight. It's got 2.8 for braking, 2.6 for handling, 3.2 for acceleration, and 3.7 for speed. And as you can see, the lap time put down there around Yas Marine is pretty competitive, pretty straight to the top of the lobby. So yeah, next car out we have got coming up is Abarth 500. So this has got 248 horsepower, 277 foot-pounds of torque, 2,671 pounds. Got a power to weight ratio of 93. It's got a handling of 3.0, speed of 2.7, acceleration of 3.4, and a braking of 3.0. What I've done with these cars, like I say, I've tuned them all on stock tyres. We're just trying to see how competitive the stock tyres can be. I'm going to put a tune up of these cars that are on sort of sport tyres, probably is as high as I'll go with them. I'll see how much time I get today, but it obviously takes me a lot of time to put some of these things together. And what I'll try and do is at the end of the video I'll try and chuck in a little build guide just to show you how I built these cars and what I changed and the parts I used, so you can go ahead and build your own. But this is all running up to my tuning guide that's going to be coming out very soon. Like I say, I'm still working on it. So these cars are all tuned the same. Again, they're all front engine rear wheel drive cars, so the tuning guide I've got is going to help you all out with the base tune and being able to go from there. And I'm going to explain all the bits you need to change and how to adjust it. It's finding the time through work and everything else to try and put these videos together, and also keep the channel running with content as well. So that we now have the 2022 GR86, which is another new car. I think update 16 or 15 was it? But it was another new car. Again, you can have this sort of wide body or slim. So I've done it without the body kit, I think possibly here, but we're just trying it out again there. We've gone for sort of stock tyres, obviously a C-Class, so it's a low build, so we try and squeeze as much power as we can, because these cars generally set up right do have enough mechanical grips. All I've generally done with all of these cars is sort of balance them out. So I will put a little bit of ballast on to take them to 50-50, especially on cars like this, because the BRZs and the GR86s and that, they do like to sort of have a little bit of a drifty back end, because there's quite a lot of weight predominantly on the front for a rear wheel drive car. You look at cars like the Mazda MX5s, the BMW M3s and that, and they all strive to have 50-50 weight distribution. So what we generally do is balance the car out to 50-50, because that slight loss of power to weight that you might get from applying ballast, you're still going to be allowed to apply power or weight loss to gain the points back, but that 50-50 weight distribution is ultimately going to give you the better handling and the smoother driving that you can see out of these cars in this video. So again, we're coming across the line again, what, a 105, 1060, so still I think has us right up there, so not a bad car. But then we did get dashboarded, so then we did end up going on to Brands Hatch. Thought we'd hit our couple of laps in here and try out the Mazda RX-8. So this is the Mazda RX-8 R3. This has got a power of 292 horsepower, 182 foot-pounds of torque, and weighs in at 2764. So it's got a good power to weight of 106, pretty good for C-Class. It's got good power again. You can see the grip on the corners. This is quite a grippy tyre track sort of thing. So I was quite surprised how good they felt on stock tyres. I definitely had more power to use against the other people here, because this is in a lobby, so this is all against live opponents. I'm just using the pre-lobby testing and qualifying session to kind of demonstrate how good these cars are. So I mean, this has a speed of 2.9, an acceleration of 2.8, handling a 3.1 and braking a 3.2, so you know, pretty good strats. I think across the board you want to be aiming at 3.0 as an average in a sense, you know what I mean, but 3.0 handling is pretty fine for this. The Honda S2000 I've actually done has got the 3.7 litre V6 engine and is only got a handling of 2.6, so you know, you'd be quite surprised how good that feels and how fast it is. It's going to be pretty good on tracks like the Nordschleife and stuff like that if they come around, but we'll have to see. And yeah, definitely worth a try out on all these tunes, and let me know what you think these tunes feel like, because these are all predominantly tuned exactly the same. These are all tuned using the same method that I'm going to be sharing with you across my next couple of videos, where I'm going to show you how to set up front wheel drive rear engine cars, and I will be tackling all wheel drive and everything else, you know. So if this is stuff you want to see and this is stuff you're looking forward to, then please give me a thumbs up on the video, give it a little share, give a comment telling me what cars these you like, telling me how some of them feel, the ones that understeer and the ones that oversteer, because they're the ones I'll use to show you how to tune that oversteer and understeer out the car without adjusting too much. It's pretty simple science in a sense. So yeah, this is the 2022 BRZ that we're now going to give another lap. Again, the RX-8 you saw was quite competitive straight off the bat. I mean, we've come in this lap cold, we're just picking the car, going out, doing one lap, straight away we're getting ourselves sort of up there for time. I think I'm in the #1 spot, but I had a dirty lap. So this is the 2022 BRZ, so this is running a 2.4 litre flat 4, it's got 262 horsepower, 211 foot-pounds of torque, weighs in at 3,003 pounds, and has a power to weight of 87, although power to weight against other cars doesn't really matter, so there's no point in tuning a car and going, oh, this one's got a power to weight of 87, but the Mazda RX-8 has got a power to weight of 103. I mean, I wish it worked like that, because it'd be pretty science for racing in a sense. That's why I have Holland-gated leagues and things. So yeah, I think if you're looking at tuning the car, then the power to weight is only relevant generally to that car. It's not relevant to comparing to other cars, because seemingly the way they nerf and buff cars is by adding front and rear traction, so the amount of grip available to the tyres would be at a percentage rate depending on the car. They'd obviously have some sort of formula for working this out, which seemingly was a little bit out of whack at first, and they have definitely done lots to correct it, and I'm quite happy with the direction that Forza's changing. I mean, we all love things to move faster, but you know, at the end of the day they can only do so much stuff so much, so I do like, you know, thank them Turn 10 for all their input in trying to make this game better and better every month. So yeah, I do think they're improving. You know, what do you think of these daily races and the different classes now? I mean, I do quite like the divisions in a sense of finding the better car in the division throughout the parameters. It'd be nice if we go along and these divisions come back round and we kind of mix up the parameters like they are with the community series, you know, based on to maybe a horsepower or weight, but obviously the balancing of the cars all needs to come first, and there's a lot of cars to sort of balance. So yeah, like I say, you know, that was the Toyota BRZ. This is now going to be the new 2022 Mazda MX5 RF. So this has got a 2 litre inline-4. It's running 249 horsepower, 187 foot-pounds, and weighs in at 2655 with a power to weight ratio of 94. The handling is at 3.1, the speed's at 2.5, acceleration's at 3.0, and braking is at 3.2. So again, pretty good car, pretty useful. This is a wide body version. I have got a non-wide version as well that I didn't do a test run in, but it's be on there on the tune. If there's any of the cars missing, just let me know in the comments. Like I say, if you can, give me a thumbs up, give me a little comment, let me know which one of these cars is your favourite, and if you're quite surprised how well the stock tyres last. Like I say, you generally want to be using stock, street or sport, obviously depending on what class you're in. If I was above this, so going into B class, I'm definitely going to start thinking about sport tyres, but race tyres aren't worth it. Like I say, I'll show you a video where I can show you the comparison between each tyre, because I'm quite confident that I can put in a decent lap time on every tyre and show you what the actual deficit is as opposed to what the deficit says that it is. So I'm going to try and do that video again soon. I've just got a lot going on with work, life and running channels at the moment. So yeah, but yeah, so this is the Mazda. Like I say, it's pretty good. They're all pretty handy. They all drive pretty nicely. Brands Hatch, like if you look at my little track guide, I'll probably do another one. I'll probably get better at doing these sort of things, but with the Brands Hatch, it's all about late apexes. Like, the corners always invite you into an early entrance, but generally you are better off taking a little bit of a wide line on the entrance and then getting in slightly later on the apex and, you know, moving off that angle, because they generally square off at the exit of turns. You'll see on this next lap I'm going to be in the 2013 Mazda MX5, I think, for my final lap, and I got stuck in this for the race. We've done quite well, to be fair, but I'm generally going to just give you the run of the tunes and everything, try and make this video short and useful, and you can get out there and try these tunes yourself. I know we've got another go in the S2000, to be fair, so this is obviously S2000 again, so this is running the 350 horsepower Nissan 370Z engine. It's only got 2.6 for handling, so you might be quite impressed with how well this does, seeing it's such low handling. And like I say, this is the same bass tune that I'm going to show you all in my video, but, you know, to be honest, I need a little bit more, you know, support with the channel as well, you know, because I know that people are enjoying the content, and I hope, you know, I'm only here because I essentially want to make you all learn how to tune the cars and be faster, which you can cross over into other games. I'll show you how, you know, in the future when we move on and I get on other things, I'll show you how ACC and other stuff works. You know, if you want to see how ACC works with tuning, just let me know and I'll jump in and I'll show you a little bit of tuning on that. So yeah, this is the S2000, like I say, excuse me, like I say, with the 2.6 handling and the high power, you'd be surprised with this bass tune. Because basically what you're looking at is controlling your car through the differential. That allows you to control how much limited slip you get from the wheels, basically going around corners, and it controls the rear end going into corners, because obviously as you go around the corner, your inside wheel and your outside wheel travel different distances. Yeah, so just like a running track, the outside lane, if you start at the same point and finish at the same point, i.e. the straight start finish line, then, and one runs just on the outside lane, he's going to cover an extra, what's it, 25 metres or something like that. It's a, I think there is a, you know, obviously a measurement to it, but yeah, so might be more than that. No, it's going to be more, there's probably 25 metres almost per lane, but yeah, so like I say, the differential then controls the wheels, so they're able to do their job at different speeds, and it stops that inside wheel from always lighting up so easily by locking the differential. So yeah, that is how it works. So generally you're going to be using aero, differential and roll bars are the main things, and everything else you're going to do is to balance the car and make it more neutral. So then, even with these, where these are set up the same, you will find the differences you'll find in how the vehicles feel is going to be the differences in how the vehicles feel, and not the differences in how Forza tune them all. Because all the cars are set with a completely different tune, at first you're better off tuning out the differences rather than tuning in the differences, in a sense, you know. So you want to neutralise the car to a 50-50 weight if you can. You want to then, you know, that then makes it easy to set up suspensions and bump stops and things like that, and then you want to be able to just tune the cars so they've all got a similar level of differential, similar level of roll bars, similar level of everything else, all to achieve a decent amount of handling and a decent amount of stability. And then you can feel which one's inherently oversteer, which one's inherently understeer, and then what I'll show you is how to basically dial that in, and the safest way to dial that in without losing too much speed or compromising too much handling or grip. So yeah, you know, like I say, you know, if there's something that you're definitely looking forward to, then let me know. It is coming. I know to some of you it might feel like, you know, it's taken a while, but it does take a while to put these videos together, and sometimes I'm trying to do 2 or 3 videos as we're running through the weeks. Like, these new challenges come with these new car classes, and I want to obviously show you builds and tunes that you can use to help you be competitive. So yeah, this is, like I say, the 2013 Mazda MX5, so it's running 231 horsepower, 179 foot-pounds of torque, 2,332 pounds. It's quite light. It's got a power to weight of 99 as well, so it's pretty handy. And it's got a speed of 2.6, an acceleration of 3.0, a handling of 3.1 and a braking of 3.2, so we're going all around that sort of 3.0 mark. Speed's a little bit down, but we're generally running low aero on these cars because, again, you don't really need the aero. The aero can be used to assist rotation, assist control, rather than to, you know, put maximum grip across the frame of the car, because at these speeds and these levels you don't generally need that much. Like I say, they have improved the tyre quality on the game. I don't know if anyone else has noticed it. Let me know in the comments if you have, but yeah. We will be starting with the race. I'll probably show you the start of it. I went through, I ended up there, I didn't qualify, I just done the practice, and then we went into the race like this. We thought we'd have a little, well, by the time we'd finished testing we were stuck in the Mazda, so we were going to give it its beans and see what we could do. So we got in, restarting. 10th was it then? Straight away, picking up places straight away. You see these guys trying to, you know, rest a little bit. I leave a little bit of room, hope I can sneak around the outside. I think there's a couple of guys that can be, you know, try holding up a little bit, but I'll make light work of it. I'm not someone who generally wants to, you know, give up too much room on the racetrack. I'll race fair, I'll happily share the track, I'll happily give you a car whips on the inside or the outside. I think that's the fairest way to race, especially in real life and online. You know, people just going balls deep on people into the corners is just, you know, not really cricket. Like, he's trying to shut the door on me there, so all I'm doing is I'm braking a little bit extra so he can't control my rear end. And then by that, because I'm on his inside, he's naturally at a weaker point. As soon as he gets 50-50 side on me, he can no longer try and tip my car, and he's already getting slowed down around the outside. So, you know, it's just an easy way to deal with people you think are probably going to, you know, get in your way and cause a bit of havoc. Is to, like, I didn't try and push him off the track, I just try and control the way that he's going to try and use my back end. If I'd have stayed accelerating hard, he would have had more of my sort of rear light and been able to sort of twist me a bit more and cause me more problems. And then the thing is once you start slowing each other down, causing problems, it's the next pack, especially early on in the race when it's thick with racers, that are going to come through and spin you all around, and you're going to be like, oh, you know, how did that happen? But sometimes you've got to, you know, you don't want to yield too much speed, because then you get picked up by the pack behind, and you don't want to get too much involved with people, because you don't want to again cause the pack behind to come into you. So, yeah, generally fair racing. If someone's, you know, if you want to defend the inside, and generally if you're defending the outside, I like to leave a car width on the outside, because then it always promotes someone to the outside, and they'll always try and outbrake you, and a lot of the time they try and outbrake themselves, they'll end up outbraking themselves. So I generally like, you get people that will defend the outside, but then they want to cut in early on the corner just to shut the inside off, and then they want to go back out to the outside just to cut the outside off. And it's like, if you don't give me a way past, I'll find one. The more aggressive you make it, the more aggressive it will be. So it's down to how you want to race with other people. If someone behind you is clearly faster and you want to aggressively defend, then expect an aggressive overtake. That's, you know, someone's not going to sit behind you losing 2 seconds. So this guy here tried the exact same move as the guy before, so I was already sort of, I'm aware of it on that bend. People want to let you in and kind of flip you around, so I just make sure we're generally 50-50, or, you know, that he hasn't got enough of the side of my car to be able to spin me. There's too much on my car there to be able to spin me. So yeah, we cruised up to second pretty good, so I'm going to probably save the rest of the races. We did just end up chasing first down over a long period of time, so it's pretty much a slow burn from here. But I hope you like the video, I hope you like the tunes. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please, like I say, if you can, like, you know, support the channel. I'm only asking you to hit the like button or subscribe, and, you know, if you want this information, it's like, I'm just trying to get it out there to as many people, because I just want to get everyone to be faster, so, and learn the nuances of tuning the cars, because you're going to be able to take this onto the Forza Horizons that come, the Forza Motorsports that come, and any updates that come, I'll keep up to date with what's going on in the tuning side of things, and I'll adjust things as they come. Like, my early tuning guides were definitely worth looking at early on, but where tyres and things have changed, you know, even down to using sport tyres over soft tyres, you know, it's definitely worth looking at. So yeah, take care guys, I'll see you in the next video.